What up, y'all? So I just got home from the walk this morning, and just checking out that tree in the background. So I had to come home and charge my phone, and I was about to eat. I went upstairs, was chatting to my housemate, and he was showing me, he had a second skateboard up there, and I was showing him how to ollie, do a kickflip and stuff like that. And I remember when I first started the channel, alright, that was like one of the first videos I ever made. I showed someone how to ollie. I remember walking around, just filming randomly, and I was telling my housemate, I ran into like some Japanese, pretty sure she was Japanese, some Japanese sisters or something like that. One had rollerblades, one had a skateboard, and I asked her if she could ollie. She didn't know how, so I taught her how to ollie. You know what I mean? And the videos on my YouTube channel, if you go back onto the shorts, me teaching her how to ollie, that just brought back the memory there. And then I told him about it because I was teaching him how to ollie. So he said, yeah. So I went out skating yesterday. It just gave me an itch, and I could do like a kickflip and a pop shove it. When I do my kickflips, I do like a switch. I do a kickflip, but I don't land regular. I do a kickflip, and I have to land switch for some reason. I try to land regular, but you know it's easier for me to kick and switch. I do pop shovels and ollies and stuff like that. I used to skate when I was a teenager. But anyway, what was I going to say before? So, yeah, I'm outside right now because my housemate, he sprayed like deodorant, and I just don't like the smell of deodorant or anything that's not natural. Because just FYI, this is why I jumped on this video too, just to let you guys know. I already know this, but just to let you guys know that deodorant is a no-go. That it's not good for you at all. You should not be using anything, to keep the smell away from your body. And deodorants are a no-go. Candles, deodorants, they're not. They've got chemicals in them that ain't no good. So I had to get out of the house because the house smells like deodorant. So for any of my subscribers or followers that are on the channel, don't do it. And I don't recommend deodorants, period, at all. And I don't use them. I used to use them, all the time. Because everyone else was doing it. But that's what people just trying to sell your product to make a bit of profit. It's not about your health. If you want to get your health down straight, as much as you can, you don't want to be having, deodorant. I even don't even use toothpaste, to be honest with you guys. I haven't used toothpaste like in the last, I don't know, almost since I moved in here. When I first moved in here, I was using toothpaste, but toothpaste ain't good for you. There's all stuff in toothpaste that ain't good for you. So I actually just brush my teeth with distilled filtered water, and my teeth are whiter and stronger like that every time. And I want to eat clean, in regards to just eating, clean food, pure meats. My teeth get stronger, my gums get stronger, my teeth get whiter because your teeth naturally clean themselves, just FYI. And I've seen that from personal experience from myself. You know what I mean? I've done all these other diets before, and which started chipping away at my teeth. But when I come off like the juices and the sugar and things that I shouldn't be eating, the carbohydrates, the dairy and all that, your body has time to actually heal yourself. It has time to go into your teeth enamel, and it has time to get rid of plaque, and it has time to remineralize your teeth. Your teeth will get stronger if you cut the toothpaste. So that's just what I do, but I recommend for you guys following the channel to completely cut the toothpaste. You know what I mean? See what happens. Just literally get clean water, distilled if you can, brush your teeth with that, and watch the difference in your health with your teeth. Your teeth will 100% get stronger. I know from personal experience. And your teeth actually get whiter too. The stuff they put in the toothpaste is actually it's not ideal for your teeth. Trust me on that. Believe me, from my experience. But anyway, that's why I'm outside, because there's deodorant up there, and I ain't like the smell of it. I ain't like the smell of candles. That's why I try to stay outside too. Even when I go into shopping centres and they have those those air wick things, they're like sprayed to try to keep the shop smelling good. I don't like being in there. Especially when I'm outside, because I'm feeling fresh, and my internal lungs and stuff are working properly. As soon as I go into a shop and they got stuff sprayed in there, it's just not ideal. It messes with my mind. It messes with my body. Because there's chemicals and stuff in the deodorant. that you're putting on your skin, which is soaking into your body and soaking into your organs, and then it's affecting people's minds, whether they know it or they don't know it. And I know it because if I was to soak in that deodorant for even like 5 seconds, my mind's different afterwards. That's why I actually stopped using when I did have a car. If you guys go back in some of my older videos, I used to put in the car fresheners, like the new scent car fresheners, the little trees I used to use it. I don't know, one time before I did try to sell my car, which I obviously did, I sold my car, if you guys don't know, a while back. I used to put new car scents in it to make the car smell nice and fresh before selling the car. But I know the last time I did that and I put that little tree's new scent in my car, that my brain just wasn't working that well afterwards. You know what I mean? I was a bit like, afterwards. And I know it affected me. And it affects everyone. Whether you know it or you don't know, it's affecting you. That's just what it is. That's what it is. It's affecting you, whether you know it or you don't know it. Deodorizers, deodorant, candles, scented candles, anything in your car, cleaning products, a load of stuff out there is affecting a lot of people. And you'll only realise it when you cut it out, when you stop using it, because your body will start functioning properly and working properly again. And then you're like, so try it for yourself. Cut them out as much as you can. Because like I was telling the housemate before, our natural state is outside in nature. Like I was telling you guys before in the video too, our natural state is outside in nature. Way back in the day we was outside hunting, in nature, drinking fresh air, eating fresh food. There wasn't all these, issues, bodily issues, mind issues that people have these days, gut issues, all that type of stuff. Because, you're healthy and you're happy when you're doing the right things. But, in 2024, doing the right things in an environment that's not right is not ideal. You've got to get back into the right environment with what you're putting on your body, with what you're putting on your body, with what you're breathing into your body, with what you're consuming, and not just that, the people you're surrounded yourself with, the environment around you, you know what I mean? Not just the people, but the environment. Are you going to shopping centres with scented stuff? Are you going to a place that has air conditioning that is, not being filtered and it's not clean? Because a lot of these places with air conditioning, they've got stuff in the air conditioning because they're not cleaning the air conditioning. So you go in there and you feel heavier than when you weren't in the shop. And I know because I've done this from personal experience. It's the old place I used to work at before I started this job. I used to go there and I knew when I was in there for just the shortest period of time, I'd be in there for 5 minutes, whatever, not even that, less than that, and I'd just be like, afterwards I'd just be like feeling not light, like I feel right now, not light, because there's stuff that's, the aircon's not being cleaned properly, and then you're breathing all that in. It's not just about what you're eating, it's not just about what you're putting on your skin, it's not just about the food you're drinking, it's about what you're breathing in as well. That's why I said before today in a previous video, I don't know if you guys watched it or not, about me contemplating moving up to northern Queensland, a bit further up, because the air's fresher, because think about it, if you're getting fresh quality air, it's got nothing in it, you're not in the city where all the other stuff's happening, and you're breathing in that fresh quality air, you're eating fresh quality food, fresh quality water, you're getting out in the sun, you're exercising, you're going to feel good, you're going to be in a natural state, which is what I'm about on this channel. Being in a natural state and feeling how it actually meant to feel in 2024, trying to get to that state, depending on where you are, where you live, what you've got access to, can be somewhat of the thing, but you just got to do what you can do in the environment that you're in, what I mean? Do the best of what you've got, is what I say. Do the best of what you got. But, just want to keep doing what I've got to do. and get to where I've got to get to. Because that's all I want to be, man. Just be happy. Find, like I was saying before, happy people. Surround myself with happy people. Feeling good, you know. But in this day and age, trying to find people that take care of themselves, like I'm taking care of myself. And I know there are people out there like me that are doing this, because I've seen people out there like me that are doing it, that are aware of this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lady that I was following, she's recently seen on YouTube, and she's been doing carnivore for 15 years, and she's like 60 or something like that. And I can tell by watching her videos. Can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Lisa. I don't know if I know one of you's. I don't know yet. Anyway, doesn't matter. But I don't know. Her name's Lisa, and she's in the States somewhere. And she's about 60 years old. She's been doing carnivore for 15 years, and she looks healthy. She looks happy. And it's not just about the carnivore, like I've been telling you guys. It's not just about eating meat. You know, she talks about like the stuff that I talk about the candles. You know, about deodorants, about trying to get your circadian rhythm down packed. Which your circadian rhythm, if you guys don't know, is when the sun goes up, the sun comes down. You've got to get your body into that natural rhythm, and then at night time you'll sleep, you know what I mean? And then throughout the day you should be outside in nature, getting your sun, getting your vitamin D, because that's how we're naturally meant to live, you know? That's what, you know, that's what I'm about on this channel, you know? I might even put that in my in my description on the channel, because that's really what this channel's about. Yes, it's about health. Yes, it's about, you know, training and stuff like that, fitness, whatever you want to call it, eating well, but it's also about getting back to your roots, getting back to nature, getting back to how we're meant to be living, you know, like the real way of living. And, you know, being aware of what's not helping and what is helping, you know. That's another thing you've got to be aware of. You know, there's things that are not for your benefit. And just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's right. You know, that's another thing I'd like to say. You know, just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's right. Just because everyone doesn't feel that great, okay, and you're doing what everyone else is doing, now you don't feel that great, and you think that's okay because everyone else is doing it, and that's just the new normality. No, that's not. That's not. It's just because maybe, you know, 90% of the population are doing it. Doesn't mean it's right. It just means you're just fitting in with everyone else, doing what they're doing, feeling like they're feeling. You know, that's why I said earlier on this channel, I used to just, you know, do my own thing. You know, I hang out by myself. You know, because that's when I'm my happiest, because, you know, I'm in my own energy, and I know what I put in my body. I know I can sense who to hang around, who not to hang around. You know, I'm putting clean stuff in my body. I'm getting outside, so I'm functioning like I'm meant to be functioning. You know, I'm functioning like, you know, how we're all meant to be functioning, really, like, you know, like functioning on an actual normal level, you know, for a human being, you know. But people think doing the other stuff is normal because everyone's doing, but it ain't. And once you cut that stuff out, you'll realise that there's a whole different way to be living, because there is. Think about it, you know. That's why way back in the day, like I always say on this channel, we're outside, we're doing stuff, even not back when we're hunting animals and stuff, even way earlier. Go back on older photos of society and see the difference in how people were, you know. We're just, in 2024, we're at the point where we're so, you know, we're what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, can't think of a word right now, but just the environments that we're in, we're so, I don't say accustomed, I don't want to say accustomed, we're just in environments that aren't natural environments. You know, all the places we go, unless you're outside, in nature, eating clean foods, drinking clean water, not using toothpaste, not using shampoo, not using, you know, all that stuff. I don't use shampoo, you know, the only thing I use is soap, that's it, and it's just a clean bar of soap, you know. Ideally, I probably not even really using that, but, you know, I got to use something. I don't have to really. I could just, have a shower without it. I could do that. I could just have a hot shower without it. But that's what I'm talking about. No soaps, no shampoos, no deodorants. I don't like, I don't like using cleaning products, to be honest with you. Because it's just got stuff in it. And whether you like it or you don't, if you're touching it, it's in contact with your skin, and your skin absorbs it. Your skin is your biggest organ. That's just the truth. That's a fact. Your skin's the biggest organ, so you're soaking them in, whether you like it or you don't. And when you're spraying deodorant on your body and doing any of that, whatever's in that deodorant, you are now consuming that, and your body becomes the filter. My body, your body, they become the filter. So now, instead of your liver trying to filter out the stuff from the air, and the stuff you're eating that's got other stuff in it as well that aren't ideal for your body, now your liver has to become a filter for the toothpaste you consume, for the deodorants that you're putting on your body, for the stuff that's in the food and in the water, because you're not eating clean food and clean water. And some people just live like that and they think it's normal. Wonder why in 2024 the situation that a lot of people are in. And I know personally, because I'm speaking from personal experience, and I'm not just looking around and seeing how people are living. I know from personal experience when I did that stuff how I felt. Because it's like that in 2024. You feel a whole different way because you're doing things that aren't meant to be done. So yeah, cut them out. Cut them out. Cut them out. Cut all that stuff. All the stuff that's not good for your body. Cut them out. Same with people in your life. Cut them out. If they ain't good for you, cut them out. You got to be selfish. Selfish. Be as selfish as you can. For real. Selfish is the only way forward. It's what you have to do. You've got to be selfish. You have to. Especially in 2024. There's just so much stuff out there that's not for your benefit, for my benefit. So yeah, you just got to be aware of it and do what you can do in the given situation you're in. So that's that. But that's why I'm outside at night. Right? And I want to go upstairs and eat, and I want to go back outside and keep walking, keep making videos, but I had to charge my phone either way. But I'm going to take my charger with me, okay, on my next walk, because there's usually charging stations around the Gold Coast, so I'm pretty lucky in that regards. Sometimes they've got chargers at the barbecue stations and stuff like that, so I'm just going to pop that in, charge my phone, and get it done like that. So it's just nice to be outside, getting some sun. But walking this morning, because I've been skating everywhere. I don't know if you guys watch the other videos, but I've been skating everywhere. But walking this morning just makes me feel that much better. Walking is a natural thing, that we did as humans our whole life. It was always walking. And I feel a lot better walking. It's natural. Get up, stand up, and walking around. Something's going on within your body. That's right. Throughout the day we was up walking, and probably only at night. We was sleeping. Maybe throughout the day would pop down a little bit, but you had to do stuff back in the day. You had to go out and hunt. You had to get water. You had to, whatever you had to do back then. There's a lot of things we would have to do back then that we don't have to do now. We're trying to get back to that natural state as much as possible, so you can feel like you're meant to feel. Is the way forward. Even chatting to my housemate just before, he was just saying that he went for a skate yesterday, and he was outside pretty much all day skating, and he felt so good. He felt so good. He was out there sweating, skating. And he got out the house, off his phone. It's okay being outside, like I am with you guys right now, because I'm still outside. I'm still out in nature. As long as I'm outside doing this feels fine to me. But getting outside, walking, sweating, exercising, it's the only way to feel how I'm meant to feel. And funny thing is, I was walking, on the way home before, and this is what used to happen when I first started the channel. I was walking on the way home before, and as soon as I get to this happy stage and I start feeling like myself again, things around me start happening like that. Like I say on the channel, what happens internally is comes to the external. So, if you're internally happy and feeling good and clean and eating well, your outside world becomes a little like that, and you start attracting that sort of stuff. Anyway, I was walking home, and these two ladies walked past me, and I could tell, I don't know, something just, they caught my attention, they caught my ear, and they were walking past saying, she was talking about, she used to have all these material things and blah 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 blah, and it wasn't the answer. Like I say on this channel, it's not about having material things. Like I told her, I said, it's not about the material, it's about being happy, and that's what it is. They're trying to sell you and sell me and everyone. People try to sell you and sell me on, you've got to have this material thing and then you're going to be happy. You're going to have this car and then you're going to be happy. You're going to have this relationship and then you're going to be happy. You're going to have this and then be happy. No, that's not what it is. You know what I mean? That's not it. That's just what you're getting sold. It's not about that. A lot of people get material things like her, and she was an older lady. She must have been about, I don't know, 50, 60, something like that. She said she's had the material things. She was talking to her partner, and I was just talking out loud. She's like, I've had all that. And then I just said what I had to say. I just said, yeah, you're right. That's not it. Don't do material things. It's about being happy. And then she walked up and she said, thank you. Thank you for your input. She said, thank you for your advice, And that's what I was trying to talk to you guys about before, when I first made that first video down at Raw this morning. The people that are meant to be in my life and in your life, stuff like that, instead of forcing things and going out and talking to everyone, or, doing stuff like that, the people that are meant to be in your life will come to you. Don't force it. I knew instantly after hearing those people walk past me that I should say something, because it's something that, I agree with, and, that's just what happens when you get to being who you really are. You start attracting people like you. So, don't go out and force it, cut people off that, whoever it is who ain't making you feel like yourself, because there are people out there for you and for me, but you just gotta find that inner self first, that inner happiness, find that. That only comes from living naturally how we're meant to live, eating well, in my opinion. Maybe this is just how I'm meant to live, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think we're all meant to live like this. We're all meant to. We all come from the same place. None of us come born. None of us come originally from inside a house. None of us come originally brushing our teeth with toothpaste. None of us come originally from deodorizers, shampoos, all this stuff, eating foods with stuff in it. No. So I take that back. Everyone should be doing this. Everyone. Because it's a natural way and we all come from the same place. To be honest, me and you and everybody else on this planet, we ain't any different. We might have different colour skin, we might have different colour eyes, we might be different in stature, but the realest thing is we're all the same. We've all got the same emotions. We all have the same, maybe not all the same wants, but we have basic same wants and needs. We all want to be happy. We all want to feel good. We all want to have good people around us. We all want, people to be doing well around us. That is what we want. We want a sense of, community. I don't even know if we want a sense of community, but maybe we do. I'm pretty sure we do want a sense of community. And that's maybe why a lot of people like me do start these channels. Because a lot of people that I've followed in the past do start channels that I've seen personally that make these videos because they're doing their own thing and it's like an outlet for them. So it's the same type of thing for me. I like making these videos to document, to chat, and then, hopefully, I attract the right type of people, and whoever comes to follow this channel, that's fine. But, I just do this stuff because I like doing it, you know. But for me, and for everyone else out there, I know, and you know, and everybody knows that when they get outside in nature, they feel better. That's a fact. That cannot be anything other than true. That's the truth. But you gotta, like I say, you gotta have the energy to get outside in the first place. Okay, some people like myself, I speak from personal experience, when I'm eating carbohydrates and I'm eating especially vegetables, I don't got the energy. I don't want to go outside because I don't feel like going outside. I feel like staying inside. You know why? Because it's safe. You know what I mean? But that's not how we're meant to live. We are not vegetables. Like I was telling someone the other day that, that's why they say, the word term vegging out, just veg out. Where do you think that comes from? Think about that for a second. Veg out. What do? You eat your vegetables and then you just want to sit there and do nothing. You want to veg out, which is exactly what I did the other day, and that's what I completely cut it again because I didn't have anything in me, because that's what it is. It ain't about that. Way back when we was out in nature all the time, nobody just vegging out unless you had to eat those to get by. Unless you couldn't get your hands on meat, then you'd have to eat them. You wouldn't have a choice. But if you could get your hands on meat, then that's what you'd be eating, and that's what would make you feel good, and that's what would give you energy, and that's what would give you life. And that's why you're out there in nature doing that. So let me get some water. Probably shouldn't be drinking out of plastic. Saying that, it's not ideal. I mean, it's not ideal to be drinking out of plastic. I've got a plastic water bottle upstairs as well. I don't like it, but what else can I get? I do have glass bottles actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of this and take my glass bottle that's upstairs and put my water in the glass bottle. That's what I used to do. Okay, but the glass bottle used to come out because I had like a side bag when I first started the channel. I didn't have that backpack. So that's getting flicked. I'm going to put that in the glass jar. Hopefully the deodorant smells out of the house now, so we could go cook some eggs. But even drinking out of that, not a huge fan. I just drank it, I'm like, yeah, not a huge fan. But I only start realising this stuff when I get outside and I get in the sun. And I've been outside and I've been walking, my brain starts working again. Like I wasn't thinking about not drinking out of this for ages. I didn't think about the plastics in that for like the longest time because I didn't have the mental capacity because of the food that I was eating, the potatoes and the vegetables and all the other stuff that's in food that I was eating. I didn't want to use this, and that's why I actually originally started using glass bottles, because when I was working at my other job, not this job but the job before that, I never ever touched this. I bought it, but I never used it because I was like, I don't want to use the plastic. So I started using glass instead. And this sat in my cupboard for ages, but only recently, up until probably 2 weeks ago, I started using this again. Because I was like, oh, it's fine, it's BPA free, it says BPA and DHP free. So I was like, I'm just going to start using this again. And little did I realise, up until right now, in this moment, after having a sip out of that, I just don't feel as good as I did before I even had a sip out of that. And I literally just had the tiniest sip out of that water. Because it's been sitting in there, probably in the sun, microplastics or whatever coming into my body now. Now my liver has to detoxify stuff that's coming out of that. It's got to do extra work, so that is a friendly reminder to myself that I need to go get that glass bottle. I'm going to put that in there when I go up there. I'm going to get the glass bottle, put my water in there, and have some boiled eggs. Okay, reminder to you guys too, don't use plastic either. As much as you can, try not to use plastic. Especially drinking out of it or eating out of it. Get glass if you can, I know it's a bit heavier. You know, glass is more ideal all around. You know, because whether I like it, you like it, you don't like it, I just ingested plastic, a little bit of plastic. Don't know how much. I don't know what else is in it. I don't know how else this is made, but this is definitely not, you know, the most ideal way. But like I said, just do the best of what you can. So if you only got one of these, then use it. If that's all you got, you know, you just try to be aware of stuff. The more you get aware, the more you can, you know, stick with it, stay happy, stay healthy. You know, that's the aim of the game for me and for this channel, and really for everyone. That's the aim of everyone's game. It ain't about you know, having materialistic things. It ain't about the finances, like I was saying earlier today, like that lady was talking about. You know, that was a you know, a reminder to me, you know, a friendly reminder to me that ain't it. You know, that ain't it. You know, because sometimes I get caught up in that. Even me, I get caught up in that. It's just what gets pushed on us, in society. Because at the end of the day, put this plastic now. At the end of the day, the only reason anyone does anything, all right, the only reason anyone does anything, all right, is to feel better. That's it. There's no other reason anyone does anything. Period. That's a fact. That's a fact. The reason people eat food is to give themselves more energy, to feel better. The reason people buy a car is to feel better about their current situation. The reason people buy a house is to feel better about their current situation. The reason people get into a relationship is to feel better about their current situation. It's just to make themselves feel better. The reason people exercise, the reason people train, the reason people go for walks, the reason people get jobs, the reason people do anything on this planet that we're living in, it's just to feel better. That's it. That's really it. It's to feel better. So healthy and happy is really, you know, the aim of the game. It's really what everyone's going for. They're just trying to feel better. Yes, you may go other alternatives, like, you know, chasing certain things, because that is what's put in front of your face every day. If you're watching the news, if you're, you know, watching TV, if you're watching anything, what do you think shoved in your face 24/7? Think about it. Ads, ads, ads here, ads there, ads here, ads there. For what? The ads are there to try to sell you something. Sell you something that you don't need. Sell you something to make some of this, because some of that is what everyone's taught. Make more of that and your life will be better. Buy this and you'll be happier. That's what's on the advertisements. Do this and you'll be happier. Which that isn't the case, because me speaking from personal experience, I haven't had the most amount of that before, but I've had some of that. You know what I mean? I've had some of that, and it didn't make a difference. You know, that does make a difference, but it gives you options. But at the same time, that isn't the answer. The answer is getting out in nature, eating well, you know, getting back to our roots. That's true happiness. Health is happiness. That's a fact. Health is happiness, because we are naturally healthy. You know, our natural state is happiness when we're doing the right things. So I can feel that bit of plastics out of me now. See that? I drank a sip of that water for like, I don't know, a sip, and I could feel it within my body, like for real. I tell you guys, like, facts. I sipped out of that, and for the last however long it's been, I could recheck on the video if I really had to, but it's probably been like the last 3 minutes. You know, I felt just a bit like, oh, not so light and not so switched on in the mind. Later, Haran. Give me 2 seconds. Let me turn this thing off real quick. I'm gonna be back.